Super Retro Force.
So Gamestop Retro. I decided to hit up two of those locations, and I want to be quite transparent and show exactly what I saw and anything that caught my eye. There were a couple of things that I almost walked out of there with, but I held back because, well, I have thoughts. Anyways, welcome to the CesArcade.
Get ready.
So the first location I went to was in a big strip mall area, GameStop. It was in East Stroudsburg. I went in there all the way towards the back of the store was the wall where it was just retro stuff. Now, retro, everybody has their own definition of retro. Me, I consider it anything from like the 6th generation below, but I know a lot of people are considering the PlayStation 3, Wii, and an Xbox 360 retro now. So I'm just gonna go with that because a lot of locations, a lot of GameStops also sell PS3 and 360 games, and maybe some Wii titles, Wii U titles here and there. That's nothing new. But what these new retro sections have is that they've got original Xbox, PlayStation 2, GameCube, Wii U, 3DS, N64, Super Nintendo games. However, cartridge-based games are not going to be displayed. And as you can see in the first store that I visited, yeah, they had blank cases there with a lot of titles for those cartridge-based games that, of course, they're not going to display on their walls because they don't want anybody stealing them. I honestly don't blame them. They probably have them locked up in a drawer somewhere like they always generally do with their retro stuff. Now, the first location, what I saw there, it was pretty much run-of-the-mill. There was a lot of PS3 and 360 games more so than anything, and some of those were complete in box, and unfortunately some of them weren't. I saw Batman Arkham Asylum Game of the Year edition for the PS3, and I was tempted to pick it up, but I don't know, man, that spine damage right there on the top, it was kind of a deal breaker for me. I've seen this game pop up for a lot less on claim sales, so I decided to hold off. I almost walked out there with Wii Fit U as well because, man, I need to lose some weight. It would probably help my fat ass, but I already have the game digitally anyways on the Wii U, so I can play it whenever I want. I should probably get on that because boy's getting thick, you know what I'm saying? Anyways, that out of the way, I wasn't too impressed by what I saw. There were a couple standouts here. I saw the original Nier on the PS3. Tempted, but not $20 tempted to buy it again, just to get the manual in case. I could get those separately on eBay if I wanted to. Overall though, the selection here was okay. One thing I did notice was that a lot of 6th generation games, especially the GameCube ones, didn't come in their OEM cases, nor did they actually have their manuals or their actual cover arts. And that was a little disappointing, especially considering that a lot of physical collectors like me like to have those OEM cases, manuals, and cover arts. Something you want to look out for, especially with original Xbox games, is that some of the earlier mid-generation early Xbox games cover art have a rounded edge towards the bottom right of the front cover, so keep that in mind if you're looking for the legit ones. That's how you can tell. But even the ones that you can't tell, like this Mickey's Magical Mirror game here, you can tell that's a reprint. Obviously, just look at the icons on the back, look at the contrast, some of it's off. My camera's off because it's an iPhone being put into Adobe Premiere and the colors are out of whack. That's besides the point. One thing I do want to say, however, is that the employee there was absolutely one of the coolest dudes I ever got to chat with at a GameStop. And a lot of GameStop employees unfortunately get such a bad rap these days that, oh, they don't know what they're talking about. BS, alright? Not all the GameStop employees are like that. This guy was a younger guy. We were chatting, we were talking about the PlayStation 3 online, some of the games, we were talking about Red Dead. Look, Red Dead Revolver. I almost walked out with this copy of Red Dead Revolver. I only didn't because it didn't have the manual. I ain't paying $10 for a manual-less Red Dead Revolver. Let's just leave it at that. That's besides the point. Let's move on to the next GameStop. This one was in Stroudsburg, a little closer to where I live, but not that close. It was on the way, so I decided to check it out. This location, honestly, I didn't see anything that I really wanted. There was more Wii U stuff I noticed, and some more Wii titles. Other than that, nothing really too crazy. A few more 3DS titles, but none of them caught my eye. And yeah, especially at the prices. The prices are hit and miss. it's currently going for, like Animal Crossing New Leaf on the 3DS, I don't think I would have picked that up, honestly, at that price. I've seen it cheaper in claim sales, but that's just me. Looking at what I saw here, I came this close to picking up this copy of Need for Speed The Run. I put Need for Speed The Run back because, let's face it, I could get that game anytime. One thing that did surprise me, however, was this copy here of Yakuza Dead Souls. $64.99. This game goes for like $80, $90 complete in its box on eBay nowadays. It's simply insane. It's a game that I already have loose, unfortunately. I don't have the case or the manual for it anymore. I came this close to buying it just to get the case and the manual and then probably sell the disc at some point, but I held off because there was no manual in there and it wasn't looking like a lucrative $65, if you know what I mean. So overall, what did I think about Gamestop Retro? I think the prices are okay, all things considered. I feel that the stock definitely, of course, needs some work. I also feel it's too little too late at this point. I mean, you have all these resellers out there, you know, buying up all this stock and putting them on eBay and all that good stuff. You know, you got guys who have separate channels just for their reselling business. That's why I just stick to claim sales, honestly, these days, because I get the best deals from those. And occasionally I'll hit up eBay here and there whenever I'm feeling a little desperate. So with that out of the way, I gotta say, that's it for Retro Game Stuff. I don't think I'm going to see anything new when I return to these locations in the future, nor do I expect them to get any better. So anyways, that was my experience at Gamestop Retro. What was your experience? Have you had the opportunity to check out one of these locations? And if so, let me know in the comment section down below. What are your thoughts? Did you get anything really good? Did you see anything that caught your eye or surprised you? Let me know. Anyways, thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you all in the next. Of course, I wish you all a good game and good night.